Alright, so the first thing I did is I opened it into RAW. Oops, zoom back out. And then just adjust for lighting. So I bring the exposure up, and we don't want to overexpose our background, so then I do the fill light to bring out the shadows. And it's doing a pretty decent job. I'll bring that up just a hair more. Now we have to work on white balance. It's a little cool, so I just warm it up. Or if you can find some white, I sample the white, but I'm not really sure if this is white or not here. And it looks like it is. So we can try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, that's a little green. Alright, so we have some casts. I'll fix that later. It looks like we have a better white balance, so that's looking good. We can even brighten it up a little bit once we get out of ACR. And that's Nala meowing in the back. She wants in here, apparently. She thinks I'm talking to her instead of you. Alright, so we'll get it opened up. Nalas! Alright, I think last time I brightened it up first, so we'll try that. I like that. Alright, I still feel like Zach has a little bit of green on his face, so I'm probably going to get rid of that first. So I just made a new layer, and then Command B to pull up the color balance here, and I'm probably just going to pull this slider over until I see that disappear off Zach's face. And you can see it's pretty much gone here. So do that, and then mask it, because we don't want to turn everyone magenta. And then just paint it on Zach's face. I did inverse to get rid of it off of everyone. And then I just painted it on here. We can see it. There might be a little on Brady as well. There we go. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Next thing I did was work on the color cast, which this one looks a little bit more difficult than the other one, but that's alright. So I'm going to make a new layer. And then last time I did a little of each. I did color replacement and then cloning stamp. So we'll see how this goes. There we go. Oops. See a little over there. There, that's one for Zach. Then I'm probably going to flatten that right away just because I like how it looks. And then do another one, and we'll try Miss Olivia here. Ooh, my mouse is geeking. Alright. See, now I don't really like how that's working, so I'm gonna undo that, and we can try over here a little. Yeah, see, it isn't working on hers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the clone stamp at low opacity. I did clone stamp at 33% for my opacity, and then just sample. I'm going to pause that while I finish Olivia here. Alright, so really I just went through Olivia and Brady and I took out the orange cast the best I could. That's before, here's after, and that I did with the clone stamp at an opacity of 33%. So I'm going to flatten that and then start a new layer for Angie. I'm going to try the color replacement tool with that one, but we'll see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm going with, well, maybe. We'll see. You might be able to turn the opacity down and it might turn out all right. Ooh, don't like that though. That's not too bad. Alright, I actually like that better. Alright, so I'm going to flatten that out. I'm going to probably use clone stamp here on Angie's nose. Make sure to have a extra layer on there. So I will pause it again and get that done. Alright, so I just used a clone stamp on a low opacity. I actually took a little bit out of Olivia's hair as well. So that's before, that's after. So a lot better than it was. So I'm going to flatten that. And then what I did is I have a skin action that I ran just to get rid of the noise on their skin and smooth it out. So I run that. Takes forever, of course. Alright, continue. You have your brush and you want it set on white so that it'll paint the masking layer on. And then I just go through and I touch up their skin. Run it over all of it. Nope, I need to change my brush back to 100 though. Alright, so this is at 100%. So I'll go through, I'll do that for everyone. I'm going to pause it so I don't waste the time here. Alright, so what I went through and did, I just painted on all their skin. And here's after, here's before, and after. I probably wouldn't normally make it that soft, but since it was such high noise, I increased it a little bit. So you zoom in, you can still see the noise, but it's smooth around where I smoothed it out with the action. So, but that's what I came up with. Any questions, just let me know. Oh, don't forget to flatten the layer when you're done, then safe.